Good morning, everyone. It is 10:01. Sorry for missing the mark by a minute. We will get started on the December 10th, 2024 Board of County Commissioner regular meeting. Please join me in the pledge. Pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Starting with agenda approval. Oh.
Oh, I was wondering. Like, wait a minute, there's too many here, but I didn't put it together in my head.
All right, commissioners, I would like to strike from the agenda items 5A, 7A, 7B, 7C, 7D, and 7Q.
I make a motion to amend the agenda to strike 5A, 7A, B, C, D, and Q.
And Q.
Second that.
Not E.
A,
A, B, C, D, Q.
D, Q.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, call for the vote.
Commissioner Spillier,
Yes.
Commissioner Porter,
Yes.
Chairman Jones.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Yes. Okay, moving on to consent. I'm sorry, moving on to public comment. Do we have any public comment? Thank you. No public comment in the room. Anyone online? Okay, hearing none, we'll move on to the consent agenda.
All right, Commissioners, for the agenda for the day, I have the meeting minutes from November 19th. The new hire, Aslan Chris, new hire, Charlene Rees, a stipend for search and rescue for Roman Hijar, a Class A license pay increase for Pendergrass, a pay increase for Ronnie Sports, completion of probationary period, a transfer of Lindsay Martinez to DHS. I have contract amendments for the HALO grant, America Vote Act grant. I have abatement number 24-18 for Raymond and Joanne Pacheco in the amount of $766.48 for tax year 2022 and $987.61 for tax year 2023. And I also have a abatement number 24-19 for Mark and Denise. That's from the agenda. Beering. In the amount of $3,523.16 for tax year 2023. And that's the end of the consent agenda.
Make a motion to accept the consent agenda.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? Call for the vote.
Commissioner Woodhull,
Yes.
Commissioner Spillier,
Yes.
Chairman Jones.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Moving on, it doesn't look like we have any appointments or land use, so we will skip to action items.
All right, Commissioners, what I have for you is a grant for a request to approve a grant application for a noxious weed fund grant for 2025. This grant will use to fund the seasonal technician position with the number of County Noxious Weed Department and to assist local landowners with noxious weed control efforts concerning eligible species. The amount of the grant is $25,240. And Charles, I'm not the manager, so if you want to talk to the commission about it.
Morning, Commissioner. As Carl had mentioned, within your packet there, you'll find the pre-approval application for the 2025 Noxious Weed Fund. just a little bit of a background on that. We've received funding through this program that's administered through the Colorado Department of Agriculture since 2018. And normally we've used that to fund our seasonal labor. In the past, like we did Rod Smith with this transfer, we'll of course be looking for somebody new in the upcoming 2025 season. But we put in for funding for that seasonal position, and also a portion of the funding, if awarded, would go to assisting local landowners much in the same means as we have over the last few years, and also in particular to aid some of our subdivisions here, just like we have to as a county entity. They have to perform upkeep on their right of ways to maintain compliance with the Colorado Noxious Weed Act. So this will sort of help keep that from being generally an unfunded state mandate, as these things can tend to be. How this works, and as it has in the past, we go into this grant with a number of other partnering counties in the Upper Arkansas Weed Management Cooperative. Fremont Conservation District is the defined contractor as far as the state's concerned, but normally this is due in the middle of December, and we normally don't get word until around March, maybe mid-April, whether we get awarded or not. And the total reflected in the application, the awarded total will likely be somewhat lower. There's always some horse trading that the CDA does at the last minute. Our priority in that funding, though, will be to maintain the amount for our seasonal position, and still hopefully have enough to aid our landowners as I had discussed earlier. But there is a matching component on it, but what makes this grant opportunity pretty unique is we can use my cost of labor, which is already budgeted for, as that matching component, which really simplifies the process for us. But I appreciate you all looking at it. And did you all have any questions for me?
Thank you for doing that.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
I don't have any questions. I just want to say thank you. You're wonderful at what you do and providing these grants. And I know I get compliments all the time from landowners. So keep up the good work.
Well, thank you. And none of it would be possible without the support of the administration and the board. So I certainly appreciate everything that you all do. So,
Thank you.
Thank you.
all right. Thank you all. Have a good day.
You too. Stay warm.
Yeah,
Protected.
and on your feet. Slick out there.
Man.
I make a motion to approve the Noxious Weed 2025 BOCC preliminary grant application in the amount of $25,240.
Second that.
Motion is second. Any discussion? Call for the vote?
Commissioner Spillier,
Yes.
Commissioner Webb,
Yes.
Chairman Joe,
Yes.
motion passes. All right, Commissioners, next we have the electronic bill for tacos on the fly. Very good, as the Pichar Yacht Club.
It's all in good standing.
Thank you.
Make a motion to accept the, sorry. Hit the wrong button.
Liquor license renewal.
Yeah,
for
liquor
Tacos on the
license
Fly.
for Cachero Yacht Club.
Perfect.
Second.
The motion is second. Any discussion? Hearing none. Call for the vote?
Commissioner Webb,
Yes.
Commissioner Spillier,
Yes.
Chairman Joe,
Yes.
motion passes.
Thank you.
Commissioners, after your December render run, December 11th render run, and the total amount of $252,958.36.
I'll make a motion to approve December 11th vendor run in the amount of $252,958. $252,958.36.
I second that.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none. Call for the vote?
Commissioner Spillier,
Yes.
Commissioner Webb,
Yes.
Chairman Joe,
Yes.
motion passes. Commissioners, the next two items are actually together. So this is purchase order number 337 for deployable dispatch consoles, in the amount of $59,325.98. These are just portable consoles that can be utilized anywhere where we have internet access. This is almost 100% grant funded. The county paid amount will be $1,360.
Make a motion to accept purchase order 337 for Digicom Electronics, in the amount of $59,325.98.
I'll second the motion.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? Call for the vote?
Commissioner Bordeaux,
Yes.
Commissioner Spiller,
Yes.
Chairman Joe.
Yes.
Motion passes. All right. Next I have for you the law enforcement service agreement, agreement number 1 for law enforcement services between the city of Walsenburg and Huerfano County. This is our agreement through the end of 2024 with the city of Walsenburg. The city has been paying, so it's the amount that the city has been paying at, and basically runs through just a couple more weeks. And then after that, we need to enter a new agreement for 2025, which is what we're discussing with the city at 3 o'clock today.
I will make a motion for the to approve intergovernmental agreement number 1 for law enforcement services between the city of Walsenburg and Huerfano County.
Second that.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? Call for the vote?
Commissioner Stewart,
Yes.
Commissioner Wood,
Yes.
Chairman Joe.
Yes.
Motion passes.
I like how it's number 1.
Yes. We should just have to purchasing a quote and purchase addendum for Motorola Solutions. This is for a Flux project manager to coordinate with the sheriff's office for Spillman system. So how this works is that this contract first will work with the sheriff's office and configure that system how they want it to be configured to do what they want it to do. There are a lot of options in the system. If you don't configure it the way you want it to, it's not as helpful. As you might recall, we had a workshop at the sheriff's office. It's been about a month now, maybe a little longer than that. The meeting we requested for them to have with dispatch, emergency management, and IT is scheduled for Thursday. So hopefully this is a very useful service if they use it.
It's a big if.
So this 1-year renewal is renewal of the package itself, or if this is just the cost, the 28,800 is just the cost for them to come do the training?
This is just the cost for the system administrator. This isn't for the trainer. Training's next.
Okay. And then there's a renewal on top of that?
Yeah, so this service is optional. For instance, dispatch did it last year. The dispatch and the sheriff's office were supposed to do both last year. Dispatch took advantage. Sheriff's office didn't. So we're trying to put this together because the sheriff's office didn't take advantage of what we paid for it last year. This is an ongoing expense.
So it'd be 2 separate. Okay.
Actually, there's actually 3 things in here, but you want me to go through all of them? Or you want to,
Well, let's do each one, I guess.
All right.
Whatever I do.
I'm just wondering if you approve this contingent on the sheriff's department agreeing to use the service, so we don't pay for it again and they don't use it?
Yeah, is that a thing?
I mean,
Yeah, can we have does it have a date that you have to have it renewed by?
yeah, this quote expires on the 15th. Of course, the product's in a couple of days if we ask them to, I'm sure. But this came from the sheriff's office. The sheriff's office didn't over.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hopefully that means they're going to use it.
And I do believe we have a $5,000 credit from the previous bill because they did not use the training. But I'll have to double check that.
Thank you.
But I think we have a 5,000 or maybe 6%.
Well. You'll have some kind of things to be able to make them do it, but have some kind of contingency that if they don't, or even not pay it unless they verify that they will, but if they said that, that gives a little bit more hope that they intend to use. Make a motion to accept the quote and purchase amendment addendum to the SAA managed services 1-year renewal package quote, $28,800.
I'll second the motion.
A motion and a second. Any discussion? Call for the vote.
Commissioner O'Donnell,
Yes.
Commissioner Spillier,
Yes.
Chairman Rajada,
Yes.
motion passes. Right, Commissioners, next I have for you another quote and purchase addendum for the sheriff's office. This is for 2 weeks on-site flex training covering system audit, records, mobile, CAD, patrol, and jail. Total cost $18,600.
Make a motion to approve the quote for the addendum, a 2-week on-site flex training for the amount of $8,600.
Second that.
I have a discussion.
Did you say 8 or 18?
18.
Okay.
I have a motion and a second, and for discussion. Suggestion of administration is to approve all of these items, or what is your take on these? I'm assuming none of this is budgeted for because it's additional training that should have already taken place. So
Yes.
first and foremost, where are we getting funds from? And then secondly, what is your opinion?
So this is a darned if you do, darned if you don't type situation.
Yep.
There's a point at which we just have to trust the sheriff's office. They're going to get it done.
And kind of discount history.
And you know, that's every bit of hesitation around is the history. I think the more we lean on Bruce to keep them accountable as possible, the better. But this is by and large on them to get it done.
Right.
My staff has told me that the reason why this was not done in the past, because the sheriff's office said, oh, we're too busy. We're not going to focus on it. Does that worry me? Absolutely.
Well, fixed up.
Yeah, money's going to come from the general fund and probably partially from emergency management, just to not completely more burden general fund.
Did we confirm if we can have an unlimited amount of users? And the purpose of my question is maybe at least we can allow the city of Baltimore to use this program, since we're taking this tremendous financial burden. At least it could help another local entity.
So yes, we can add them on there.
Okay.
However, there's going to become a point where they're going to need to have their own records.
Right.
So from talking to Raquel and Brittany, my understanding is that there's some sort of like an add-on program where the city gets to have its sort of own organization within our broader system.
Mm-hmm.
They pay for it separately. It'd be separately. They want it set up to work with dispatch. Everything ends up flowing in and out of dispatch to the various systems, but everything's somewhat interconnected. I don't have the price for that. It's one of the things that dispatch wants to talk to the city about sooner rather than later, but the city's going to hire their police chief first, which absolutely makes sense.
Just wondering if they want to have a liaison from the city in on these trainings so they can get a head start.
I think so.
We can talk to
Perhaps
them.
when we talk to the city and we talk to Bruce today, we should ask him to wait for the on-site training until someone comes in until the city has a police chief. That way that person can at least be participating. But
Or just maybe clerk or deputy clerk or somebody, because we don't know how long that'll take.
we don't know how long it's going to take. I don't imagine that a clerk or deputy clerk would greatly benefit, having them in there unless they have significant police experience.
Mhm.
Because it's really all about how you set the system up.
Gotcha.
So,
Perhaps we need to have a concerted effort of every couple of weeks, kind of bring Bruce in and, we'll say, you gotta do these things to make sure that you're
We,
keeping up on training and more, so.
we could consider some type of policy that the employees have to have certified training, and then we can have HR sign off on certificates once the training is complete.
Mhm.
So we can enforce things like checkpoints of you have to be certified by this date and time.
I guess,
I don't know if there's a certification for this, but let me check it. I can check into it.
Or at least proof of attending
Yeah,
the
just-
training or watching the modules. Right, exactly.
Yeah, I think we can figure this out there.
Okay.
Um,
I heard a ding. Do you have any hands up? I don't.
I thought I saw Boston's name up.
I
Maybe
did
that was an accident there. So,
Vashti, did you have a question? Go ahead.
uh, you have to accept the,
Oh,
there we go.
you should be able to unmute and speak now, Vashti.
My question was just about hiring a planner, if that was in that budget or not, because I love the conversation about training and planning how to do that. So just checking.
Yeah, so a county planner is not in the budget. We haven't adopted the budget. That's gonna happen later this week. To decide on a time for that special meeting, but, yeah, we don't have a planner in this. This for the sheriff's office.
Oh,
Uh,
I was talking about the sheriff's office. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, they could probably use a strategic plan, quite honestly. But, they have the administrative staff and the staff to take care of this. They just have to prioritize it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Call for the vote.
Commissioner Spooner,
Sure.
Commissioner Waddell,
Yes.
Jim Lizette,
Yes,
motion passes.
thank you.
All right. This one is actually the easy one. So last I have for you a quote purchase addendum for Motor Solutions for the CRJ I-4 Colorado CGIS Jail and Health and Safety Bidirectional Interface.
So that's how that feels.
The quote is for $11,287. Here's the good news. The state has awarded the sheriff's office a grant to pay for this.
Sweet. Yes.
So this one's the easy one. This one does include ongoing costs, as you see in the lower part there. So over the course of 5 years, total cost of $18,955. This allows the jail, this helps the jail out as far as transferring medical records, things like that, and it's a state initiative. So this is I think a very good thing for jail to be a part of, and the state's paying for it. So
Even better.
Entertain a motion?
Sorry, I wandered off to look at the name of something. I make a motion to accept the CRJ I-4 Colorado. CIC JIS Jail and Health Safety Bidirectional Interface. Quote for $11,287, paid for by the state.
I will second the motion.
A motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, call for the vote.
Commissioner Waddell,
Yes.
Commissioner Spillier,
Yes.
Jim Lynette,
Yes,
motion passes. All right. We should next have for you a letter from you all to await it on behalf of Huerfano County Economic Development Incorporated. This is for the enterprise zone contribution project to get that renewed. This is a program by which economic development can take donations and then receive tax credit and then give out, or people can receive tax credits for donations made to economic development. It's been in place for a couple of years. They're just renewal.
I'll make a motion to approve our letter of support for Huerfano County Economic Development for their enterprise, for the renewing their enterprise zone tax contribution project to Office of Economic Development and International Trade.
Second that.
Good motion and a second. Any discussion? Call for the vote.
Commissioner Spillier,
Yes.
Commissioner Waddell,
Yes.
Chairman Jeff.
Yes.
Motion passes. Next, I have for you a letter to Tara Marshall, our regional manager, to request a contract amendment for our Best and Brightest Fellowship Program. This is the program that pays for half or shortly to be a little bit more than half of Robert's salary. This letter was requested by DOLA. They are amending the scope of the project of the program, excuse me, to make it more enticing for people to join. So this is I think it's a good thing. We'll mean we get to up Robert's pay a little bit.
And I'll make a motion to accept the Best and Brightest Fellowship Program with the contract with DOLA. As the amount of, is it the budget line?
The increase is $6,672.
And the amount of $6,672.
I'll second that.
Good motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, call for the vote.
Commissioner Waddell,
Yes.
Commissioner Spillier,
Yes.
Chairman Jeff.
Yes.
Motion passes. But Commissioners, next I have for you two letters, one to Los Angeles County and one to Otero County. This is regarding the veterinary services grant program and loan repayment program. Commissioner Martell spoke to Los Angeles County about this, and the two counties are going to help us join them in their designation. Just correct me if I'm wrong here, or
Essentially what it is like there are only 8 designated areas that are underserviced in the state, and we're only allowed 8. And in order to become designated, we would have to join their designation. About our own way
Join
forward.
Los Angeles.
That'd be Los Angeles and Otero County. So we're sending a letter asking for their support in this endeavor to become designated underserviced, which is in the hands of the state vet.
Mhm.
And so if we are awarded that, essentially what that means, we would be, if there's a vet, it's to kind of entice a vet to come to the area, because then they would be qualified to apply for grants for either student loan forgiveness or startup a business, practice, or however that works. But I can't do it unless we're designated underserviced.
Thank you for working on that. Yep.
Is it appropriate for me to make a motion?
Mhm.
Okay. I will make a motion asking for this letter asking Los Angeles County Commissioners and Otero County Commissioners for their support in our members in becoming designated as an underserviced area for veterinary services.
Second that.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Call for the vote.
Commissioner Spillier,
Yes.
Commissioner Waddell,
Yes.
Chairman Jeff.
Yes.
Motion passes. And that is the end of action.
Moving on to staff reports.
Just first of all, thank you for Erica and Hannah and the rest of the team that helped put together the staff party on Friday. Great time.
Yes, thank you so much. It was wonderful.
It's fantastic.
A lot of hard work. I heard there was some.
Got into a little closer.
One of the meetings later.
Mhm.
That was exciting.
Yes. The comp plan is out for public comment until January 6th, the draft comp plan. And the planning commission is going to hold a public hearing this Thursday at 1:30 p.m. in this room. So that will be good. We're almost done with that project. Receive public comment and close everything out by January 6th, and the planning commission will vote on it hopefully on February the February meeting, and we will be done with our new comp plan. The audit is still in progress, so I'm still hopeful to have it done before the end of the year. Hope springs eternal. We're gonna continue. We're gonna have a few more problems pop up. It's all getting stuff from DHS to the auditor,
And they did send a big bulk of that information yesterday.
Good.
So we are almost there. You can see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Yes.
I did find a big amount of money that they were off.
Good.
So I think that they were grateful for that. So they're going to make those entries this week.
Wonderful. In a positive way, often a.
Absolutely. Yes, it was quite a large chunk of money that was being disputed.
Mhm.
And I was able to go back the last year and find where the discrepancy was.
Awesome. Thanks for doing that.
Good job.
Thank you.
okay? The next week's meeting will be our last meeting of the year, so we're going to move the meeting from the day before Christmas Eve to next Tuesday.
17th.
Yes. All right.
So we're not gonna have one on the 24th or the 31st.
Mhm.
No.
Or the week after.
The week after, probably not. We'll see if anything pops up. But as of right now, I'm not planning anything.
I'm
Okay.
not here on the 14th, so if you need me for anything,
14th of,
January.
okay.
I know you said that was the next scheduled meeting, but I won't be able to attend. I mean, it'd be fine with just two, but just so you know.
Okay, that's probably gonna be the swearing in. So,
I close the 20th.
I'll double check.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm seeing two dates actually.
Yeah, okay.
So I went to
Okay.
as well. Saw the 20th and the 13th. So it's my first one.
Okay, anything else for the administrative report?
Nope.
About county attorney?
The Healthcare Partners Foundation suit is coming to an end. That release and closure of that should be on your agenda for next Tuesday. This is the dispute with the jail medical services. I don't know if we're covering about a year or two now, and we've managed to reach a conclusion there.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Mhm. Nothing else? We'll move on to correspondence.
All right. The commissioners, first I have for you is letters from, on digital. So with our health insurance, which moving to a new health insurance company, when they initially quoted us, they, gave us a quote based on their understanding at the time. And as we've gone through and get closer to start date, they found more information out. So what they want to do is raise our rates 11% now. This means that they could wait until next year to do this, but it'll mean a much bigger increase next year rather than just an increase based on whatever costs go up. It'll be both, so it'll be larger. Even with the 11% increase, it is still cheaper than the what we're currently paying, and it's cheap, definitely cheaper than what we were going to pay if we stayed with the county health pool. So it is a bit of a shock. We are going to send an email out to all the staff with the cost. I just need to be able to get the breakdown of what their cost is going to be, because I'm sure they're going to want to see that more so than care about the total cost for the county.
And the split will remain the same, county versus employees?
Yep.
Thank you. Do you need a motion or anything?
No.
Okay.
I'm just gonna have a letter from you for Mary Jensen. This should come to you a couple of, I think at your last meeting or so. It got lost on the desk. I didn't get to hand it going to the meeting. So this is from Mary Jensen and Gardner about the housing development. After that, I have the November 2024 billing register for GPID. Then the November 2024 system polls report with GPID. And then the bulk water monthly volume report, GPID. Then I have for you a notice of rights and responsibilities for a parcel that's been declared exempt. And I have the treasurer's October 2024 ledger. I have the finance reports for October 2024 revenues and expenses. And the fun one I have for you is the building code effectiveness rating schedule results. The building code effectiveness grade is a 4, 1 and 2 family residential property, and a 4 for commercial and industry property. This means that our building department is about average for where we want to be on building code, how we enforce the building code, how we go about our business as far as making sure that the houses are built safely, things like that. So this is a positive thing. It at the very least means that our insurance, our folks' insurance should not go up because we are right around the median of the state. In fact, if you look at the state average, we are above the state in both commercial and residential.
What was the time period for this study?
So we finished this earlier this year.
It's just for 1 year sample.
I think they come by every 4 to 5 years.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Oh, there it is online. Wait, Sherry. Can you speak? Make sure. Hold on.
do we have a previous study to compare the results to? Have our results gone up?
I have not seen the previous study. Sherry?
Hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, so the study's supposed to be done every 4 years.
Thank you.
And if there was one done previously, I don't know about it.
Okay.
And we did this from, for the year of 2023.
2023. Wonderful. Well, congratulations. Thank you for all your hard work, both you and Ryan.
Thank
Again,
you, but I also want to thank Alicia and Brittany because they helped as well. It was very involved. It took a lot of teamwork. And Carl was a big part of it too. So big thanks.
Appreciate all your hard work.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. And that is the end of correspondence.
No need for executive session. To point out upcoming meetings, we have 11:30 workshop with Two Peaks Fitness, 1 o'clock administration and IT workshop, 2 o'clock workshop with County Sheriff, and 3 o'clock Walsenburg Law Enforcement Service workshop. If there's nothing else for the good of the order, no, somebody?
Whether you scroll down there, they have some of the previous, some of the scores are further on that document. Derek.
Go ahead and unmute. There you go.
Hear me now? Sorry.
Yeah.
Yep.
So when will you have a special meeting on these budget items that were struck off today?
Hopefully Thursday. We need to check schedules and things like that. But once we have a date set, I will shoot you an email and we'll of course get it noticed.
Okay.
The only thing I'm worried about scheduling is well, I'll just go into a little bit. I'm having an issue where the budget part of the system is not taking the information from the main accounting portion of the system. So it shows a different beginning value for 2024 than what's actually in the system, which means that my numbers could be off. Sometimes in a positive direction, sometimes in a negative direction. And I'd like to get that resolved before we adopt a budget, just in case, because things have been changing with the audit. So I need to make sure that everything's lining up the right way.
But hopefully Thursday.
Yeah, hopefully Thursday. All right.
Thank you,
Yes,
Eric.
sir.
Thank you.
And then I have one more comment.
Yes.
All of the decorations that are in the OCC room are from the Peak View art students.
Oh, they're beautiful.
So, yeah, so everything that's on the tree, the little air bases, everything on the front is all from elementary school.
If you haven't seen the bare faces, the bare
Yeah,
faces.
sorry. Yes, they did a great job and we appreciate them donating them to us.
How neat. And be sure to get them a thank you and let them know we appreciate them.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yes.
All right.
Anything else? Okay, we will entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make the motion.
Second that.
There's a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, call for the vote.
Commissioner Spillier,
Yes.
Commissioner Duff,
Yes.
Chairman Jeff,
Yes,
motion passes.
adjourned at 10:42. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
You guys want me to respond to Mary Jensen? She has some questions.